To you, O Lord, I lift up my soul. Psalm 25, verse 1. What does that even mean? Somebody asked me that, and I was like, what does that mean? I mean, off the top of my head, I feel like it's kind of like a declaration, Like the Bible says that there's the power of life and death in the tongue, in what we speak. That's one thing that comes to mind, and I think there's life in that. There's also a confession and a declaration basically saying, Lord, I give my soul to you. I lift it up to you. Now, in simply saying that, there has to be a trust that he's listening and that he's actually going to receive it. I mean, he may already have it. Maybe you've given your life to him, but I think that power in words, where you decide again to hand it over to him, that would be the direction of your life, It's like there's so many things that we say over and over again to many people, If I tell my wife I love you once and that's it, then, that's not really, I don't know, it's good to keep on saying it over and over again. It's just what you do. So there's that really comes to mind. The other thing that comes to mind is in the book of James. It talks about how powerful the tongue is as well, more so regarding your direction of life. It likens your tongue to the rudder of a ship, that even though the rudder of a ship is very small compared to the size of the ship, it determines the direction that the ship is going. So those are just a couple things that come to mind when I think of lifting up my soul to the Lord. I feel like it's a reminder for me. I feel like it's another communion with God and a communication saying, Lord, I give it to you. And me believing that I can entrust my soul to him and that I trust him with my life, my today, my tomorrow. I think there is great freedom in that, great peace, and determines the direction once again and gives him access. The Our Father prayer, Jesus said that God already knows what we need before we ask, but he said to go ahead and ask anyways, right? That we've still got to ask him. So even though God already knows that, I think it's important that we continue to tell him that I want to lift my soul up to you, and tell ourselves and remind ourselves that we can trust in him and we can entrust him with our soul, our mind, will, and emotions. That's just off the top of the head.